Dímelo, Dominican York. What's going on, mi gente? What is going on? Happy Wednesday. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Getting straight into it. Today's scent of the day has been Summer Vice by Vivamore and Bowtie Fragrance. What is this, guys? What is this? I've had it on for about 6.5 hours. Barely a skin scent now. One spritz on the crook of my arm. I did spray under my shirt. That's a little bit more because I did get some on clothing. But about 6 hours longevity is what I got today. And then right now it's still present, but as a skin scent. If I'm not mistaken, it's an extrait. Couldn't see it on the bottle, but I know that their last release was an extrait. Let's see. Forbidden Temptation. It doesn't say it on the bottle either. But I know it is an extrait. It seems like this is a little bit larger. Summer Vice is a slightly different design of a bottle. I thought they were identical, but they're not. Check that out. Same nameplate, same caps, but it seems like Forbidden Temptations has some rounded edges or corners, where Summer Vice is a little bit more squared off at the edges. Let's go to the Vivamore website. Right now it's saying out of stock. I don't know where you can pick it up, but it was a limited release the same way that Forbidden Temptation was, but Forbidden Temptation can be found right now still. I've found, besides these guys having it, I think on their website still, at least they did right when this dropped, you can go to Beauty Live and get them for about $60 right now. Almost any of the Vivamores. Not all of them. The least expensive ones you can get for about $60 with the discount code that Beauty Live provides. But let's go and read the description. Summer Vice is a vivid explosion of sun-drenched luxury. Radiant pineapple and zesty citrus blend with spicy edge of cardamom, tart black currant. As the fragrance evolves, a decadent heart of caramel and golden amber emerge, creating an addictive, glowing trail. Summer Vice, where desire meets heat. This is created by Christian Provenzano and, of course, Darian Hill, the Bowtie fragrance guy. And let's go to the olfactory notes. Again, pineapple, Argentine lemon, Italian orange at the top, Guatemalan cardamom, French black currant at the heart, and then caramel and amber at the base. Guys, let's not mince words. This, to me, was not as special as Forbidden Temptation. And even Forbidden Temptation, to tell you the truth, is not groundbreaking. It's not special to the masses. It's special to me because of that plum and spicy DNA. It reminds me of, Amber Carjar. It reminds me of plum and cognac. So having Forbidden Temptation, believe it or not, I got two. Having Forbidden Temptation really lets me delve into that same profile without emptying out one specific bottle. You know what I mean? I know a lot of guys don't believe in having the same DNA in different brands, but you get a little different twist on each. Anyway, Summer Vice starts out very fresh and invigorating. I want you guys to see that cannon of a atomizer it has. Guys, this starts off very beautiful. You do feel the pineapple. I felt the pineapple anyway. It wasn't as, because a lot of guys might think, this is going to be on that Aventus tip. To me, not really. It doesn't have the same note breakdown, but it really lives in that Amber Calabria space where you're getting sweet citrus. And I felt great wearing this all day. I knew I smelled great to the people around me. But that also died down, you know what I mean? But for the first 4 hours, I felt like I was affecting the environment around me. And people were smelling that. This guy smells really good. I didn't get a compliment, but I knew that people were smelling me and sensing just how wonderful I smell. And it's kind of almost shower gel type. It's almost like a soapy freshness once you're past those top notes, and it really just settles down into kind of like a clean, refreshing sweet. Something also like in that Profumi di Polignano style of perfumery, where you get that sweet, warm, ambery. But this is a semi-gourmand that I'm going to be happy to wear during the hot weather. You know what I mean? Again, on skin, it's just soft sweetness right now. That caramel and tonka or vanilla base. Almost like if there was also cashmere in there, but I know that there's not cashmere listed. But that's what I'm getting. Also, kind of reminds me of the Lyra DNA, but without the punch that Lyra has. Lyra has a distinct punch to it, right? That this can be worn definitely in colder weather. And of course, it's different notes. It's not pineapple forward, but that caramel side, you know, that caramel side really reminds me of that. So let's suppose Summer Vice is like adding pineapple to a mix of Lyra and Amber Calabria, because Amber Calabria has that amber citrus. It does it beautifully. Lyra has that fresh, sweet caramel sweetness to it, and you get a little bit of that. You get a bit of both of that in Summer Vice. Is it a must-have? I would say not. Right? If you have Amber Calabria, if you have Lyra, if you have Dulce Amalfi, if you have things like wow. Let's see if you can. You can't even see the label, can you? If you have things like wow from Profumi di Polignano, you know what I mean? These are like summer gourmands. Yep. Now this really is more on that Lyra tip. So what I meant is if you mix Amber Calabria and Lyra, or you mix Amber Calabria and wow, you kind of get that vibe of Summer Vice. Really good, great. Again, this is just my first wearing, so take everything with a grain of salt. But I sprayed about 10 sprays, 4 to the chest, 4 to the back of the neck. I did an extra one on the arm so that way I can go to my arm and reach. And right now it's faded even more than it did when I left work an hour ago. It's a skin scent. It's a skin scent right now. So is it truly special? I don't think so, but it does smell different than all of the others that I've mentioned here today. So it is its own lane in that semi-gourmand for the spring, summer. They did a great job. They did a great job. But again, I don't think it's a must-have, but for the price point. I mean, we were getting these for 75 bucks. And if you can find it for that $60 price range later on Beauty Live or other websites, same way you're able to find right now on Beauty Live Forbidden Temptation for about 60 bucks shipped, it is worth it. This guy's good. I would go back to that before I go back to this. But Summer Vice, again, really good. Really good. Let's go ahead and apply a little bit to skin. You get a lot of that punchy, bright citrus. It's not as bright as Amber Calabria. Not even as sweet or as brightly sweet as Lyra. But those are my 2 points of reference because I don't have a ton of that stuff. Is it good? Yes. But there's also just a normalcy about it. You know, it's not super special. It's not super potent. It's effective for the spring and summer weather. So you can definitely wear this semi-gourmand in the summer. The caramel is not sickly sweet. It's not densely sweet, but it is there, and it provides like a shower fresh, creamy scent. I do have shower body washes that are on that sweet side, and this reminds me of that. And that spicy cardamom, or what am I getting at the top? Is it that it's mixing with, you know, whatever different kind of citrus? You know, it's not pure pineapple. It's pineapple with other citruses. Then it kind of dies down into a creamy, soft nature that, again, feels a little bit cashmeran-like to me. But it's not. That's not what's in there. But it's a beautiful dry down. But again, it's nothing super different or super special. But it is its own DNA. I don't have anything that smells exactly like it. This is their own thing. But if you guys know, if you have a fragrance out there that you've sampled and you know this smells exactly like, let me know. Drop a comment down below. I'll have to get back with you guys and tell you more as I keep wearing it throughout this summer. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with your Uncle Bo. Que Dios me lo bendiga. Peace.